Hello everyone, this is Eagle Owl. I want to make this video on coming back to strength training, getting your gains back after a major injury or a major illness or a long time period of being off. I have another video that's similar to this, but it focuses more on the defining and explaining the muscle memory and how you regain that muscle back quicker. It's more focused on muscle memory itself. I would like this to be more focused on getting back into it, keeping your motivation, and staying determined after a major injury or illness. I want to start by saying it's not just, I'm not just giving an opinion based on an ideal I have out of nowhere. This is based on knowledge. It's also based on personal knowledge because I was there before. When I was 20, almost 25, I had a autoimmune disorder. Long story short, 21 days in the hospital, all my muscles shriveled up, my spine jumped off track sideways. So by the time I left the hospital, I had chemo and everything else. So by the time I left the hospital, I had went from probably upper 178 to 180. I had shriveled down to 132. And when I left the hospital, I had hardcore back pain. My spine was off track and I didn't know it. It took me forever to cross the street. I was hesitant to carry a full gallon of milk because it hurt my spine. But I shriveled down to 132 pounds. And this was many, many years ago. This was in 1995. So I don't know the exact amount of time, but roughly about 6 months from the time I first went back into the gym at a measly 132 pounds with a messed up back and all my muscles shriveled down, looked like I was dying of malnutrition. Roughly 6 months later, I was at the same size and strength that I was at before all that happened. And so the point I want to make is if anybody is out there watching and if you ever have a long period off, let's say for the last 2 to 3 years, things have been going on in your life and you haven't went near a gym and you're like, I lost so much muscle, I lost so much strength, and it brings you down and you lose your dedication and determination and you feel like you got to start all over again. I want to say you're not starting all over, not even close. And whether it be like knee surgery, whatever, anything that causes you to have your muscularity greatly reduced, it's going to come back a lot quicker. It's going to come back like 10 times quicker than the amount of time that it took you to get there in the first place. So don't let it bring you down. Don't say, oh, I'm starting all over. This is like day one, and then lose your motivation and decide not to get back to it again. Don't get discouraged. It's really easy for someone like a football player or something that has a major knee surgery and they're laid up for months and they know their strength is reduced or whatever scenario. It's really easy to say, I don't want to start over again. Trust me when I tell you, from personal experience, it comes back way quicker than the original time. Like it'll blow your mind how quick you gain that strength back. So I don't want to make the video too long, but what I want to say is, if anyone is out there listening and this is you, don't lose that dedication. Don't lose that determination. Go back. When you first go back in the gym, you may feel really down. You might only lift a little 5-pound weight that an 8-year-old would lift, and then on the next thing you might only lift 10 pounds, and you might go on a machine with the little stacks and the pin, and you might only set it to 20, and it might seem discouraging, but that weight that you're only setting to 20 in 2 or 3 weeks from now, you're going to find yourself setting into 30. And then a week or two after that, you're going to find yourself setting into 40. And then a few months later, you're going to find out you're real close to the strength you was. And then shortly thereafter that, boom, you're right back where you were. So don't lose hope. Don't lose determination. Stay focused. And if you've been out for a while, go back in, tear it up. That's the only point I wanted to make. So Eagle Owl, thanks for watching. Have a good one.